You're never too young to learn about entrepreneurship. And today I'm in Cape Town at Bishop's Prep, where I'm going to meet 5 young men who've been having a whale of a time turning trash into treasure. MIdge Hilton-Green, headmaster of Bishop's Preparatory School here in Cape Town. You've been involved with fostering entrepreneurship for quite a while. Tell us about it.
Peter, back in the 80s, believe it or not, I listened to a talk by a businessman from Johannesburg on what businesses expected and what they looked for when interviewing employees. And they weren't history, geography, science and things like that. Now those have their place, but I thought that we should look at introducing formally into the curriculum other skills which they would need further down the line.
Can you teach children entrepreneurship, or is it something they're born with?
Well, that's a question that's often asked, is an entrepreneur born, or can you turn one into an entrepreneur? So I like to speak of entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. So whether a person has the courage to go out on their own, identify an opportunity and put everything on the line to set up a business, that's a very special type of personality. But others, in looking at business operations and looking at what they can do and how they can be more proactive and more effective in an organization, that's a very worthwhile skill. So we teach them really to set up and run a business and to experience what it's like running a business, running meetings, keeping minutes of meetings, managing the finances of the business, to give them a much better idea of what it takes to run a business. But certainly some of them will hopefully be entrepreneurs, others will rather go the route where they actually are employed by someone else.
MIdge, what can parents do to encourage entrepreneurship amongst their kids?
I think entrepreneurship goes hand in hand probably with financial management. And I think that teaching children the value of money is important. I think giving them pocket money is important. But not only that, it's important to say, what do you do with the pocket money? And not just spend it how you like. Perhaps some of it should be given to a charity. And they should be forced to do that, no matter how little it might be. Some of it should be set aside to save. Some of it should be set aside into a special fund to buy something else which will generate more income. So that's from the financial side. But in doing that, they are then starting to look at, with an income generating asset fund, starting to look at the possibility of some way of earning a bit more pocket money. And the odd jobs you give around the house to your child, I think if they give them those sort of jobs and evaluate what they're doing, it might be washing the dishes, it might be saying, well, that was fantastic, these are the cleanest dishes I've ever had, to enthuse them about the idea of being proactive, earning some extra money for themselves. And there's a lot one can do in the home along those sort of lines at a very young age.
Hi guys, you're Trash to Treasure.
Yes.
Yeah? Tell me about your business.
It's pretty much, we just organize something for the entrepreneurial week at school, which Bishops organize every year for grade 7s.
Yeah.
And we did a disco and sold stuff for school.
Yeah? And you made loads of money?
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely did. Made quite a good profit, and a lot of it went to taxing at the school and to us and to a charity called Cape Youth Center. So that's what we did with the money that we made.
Okay. So what did you sell?
Well, at school, we had 3 days. We sold toys like bouncy balls, pop guns, chips, sweets, and then at the discos we sold chocolates, chips, and cokes.
What were the lessons you guys learned from this exercise?
Well, you must definitely know your figures.
And how to work in a group.
Yeah.
Big.
Choose
To
your,
run a business.
your partners, right?
Yeah, I think because like we're all friends, it was very important to have a good group that like we could work with.
So we didn't get along.
Yeah, we got along very well. There were hardly any fights. Hardly ever disagreed on anything.
Yeah.
So I thought it was good to have a group of friends.
And we also learned how to handle competition, which was a big thing that we had to handle.
What sort of competition did you face?
Well, we had a lot of problems, like having a place to hold the discos. We couldn't get it here, so we had to do it at my house. And also a lot of the other groups were competing with us because it was never really allowed to go off campus, but then we had to get special permission, so there was big competition.
Aludin, you're the finance director, is that right? And what are the other jobs, what are the other portfolios that you guys have?
I'm a secretary.
Yeah.
I was managing director.
I'm marketing
And I'm buying director.
Okay. Why did you guys make Brandon the MD?
He looks like the right person for the
Yeah,
job.
he's very organized.
Uh-huh.
Organized, yeah.
And you mentioned you got to know your finances. What do you mean by that?
Like, let's just say you just go buy at the factory so that it's cheaper than actually buying from the retail store. You buy, just say, a bouncy ball. Now, if you don't know the figures, you might sell that at a loss, and then that definitely will hurt your pocket as well.
So does this inspire you guys to become entrepreneurs one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I think the end result with making the profits and helping a lot of charities, I think, was a very inspiring
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.